It's about that time again, ladies and gents. Welcome back here. Happy Monday morning. Almost Monday afternoon now, 11:45, 11:50 Eastern time here on a Monday. Now, today is the Monday. Is today the Monday of OPEX? Just might be. How do you know if it's OPEX today? Let's go up to the blog here quickly here, and why don't we head over to Econo Day? Let's go to the Econo Day calendar. Let's go find that Econo Day calendar. Is this the third week? We got week number 1, week number 2. This is the third full week of the month, so this is the OPEX week. That means Friday. All right, Friday is going to be options expiration. So Wednesday and Thursday will be the most challenging days of this week. Now, before we get started, guys, with our review here today, we took a bunch of trades here. 10 trades, 11 trades today. Notice we traded 3 different markets: Euro, Crude, Russell. Only thing I didn't touch is gold. We had some fantastic results, though, across the board. Another good example of how well our method works on anything you want to throw at it. Another great day here. Want to remind you guys, though, here before we get started, guys, that there is risk out there in these markets. Please be careful with your risk capital, everybody. Want to make sure everybody remembers out there that there's risk out there. I'm going to teach you guys how to manage that risk. And by managing that risk, what I mean is knowing where those high percentage trades are going to be. I'm going to give you guys a trading plan. Every one of my members comes in and gets a trading plan right off the bat. Our trading plans will tell you exactly what to do and when to do it. Okay, like I always say, if you're out there without a trading plan, you're out there without like a ship without a rudder, like going to the grocery store without a list. Okay, and you're only going to be a matter of time before you blow that account out. So be careful out there. If you're not a member and you're not trading your trading plan right now, be very careful out there. Members, you guys had a great day today, following the plan. So without any further delay, let's review that plan today. What was the plan again today? Let's go back and check our news first. The first clue we got today came from the news. And the news we had this morning, what was the first thing we talked about? What was the first clue we talked about? What is today? Today's a Monday. What does a Monday mean usually? Well, Mondays usually mean, well, think about it. Do you like finishing your weekend? Do you like going back to work on Monday morning? Do you find yourself skipping around the office on Monday morning looking forward to another bright and early Monday? Probably not, unless you're one of those crazies. Okay, not even I like to do that. So, unless you're one of those weirdos out there that looks forward to Monday, right? Unless you're a TGIM type of person. I'm kidding, that was a bad joke. But bottom line is, Monday mornings, obviously, we expect traders to be a little bit lazy coming in, so we expect things on Monday morning to be a little bit reserved until it gets a little bit, later in the day. But then we had a little bit of additional clue to that. What was the other clue on top of that? Don't wait around too long because you got major news coming out at 8:30. So the news that came out at 8:30, what kind of news was it? Retail sales. Is that a big news report? Oh, baby, yes it is. Why is retail sales so important? Because isn't retail sales the byproduct of consumer confidence? And isn't consumer confidence the byproduct of, jobless claims and non-farm payrolls? Absolutely. So we've been wondering the past couple months if those lower jobless claims was really going to trickle down into more jobs. And we were wondering if those more jobs were going to trickle down into people going to the malls and going shopping online. In other words, retail sales. And then we could speculate from this, if the retail sales came out higher than expected, if people were going to the mall to go shopping on the weekends, they had to do what? They had to gas up the car. We know that if consumers are most confident that they can buy retail products, those same consumers are probably confident enough to go plan that trip to Disneyland this summer. They're probably confident enough to plan the trip to grandma's house for spring break, which needs crude oil. Okay, local businesses are confident enough now to launch the new fleet of trucks, which all need crude. They're opening up brand new factories that need crude and natural gas to power them, heating and cooling, right? So these are the things that we know that retail sales are going to give us heads up on. So first clue we had this morning was it's a Monday. So don't go jumping into these trades too early. And the little wrinkle in that was don't wait too long after 8:30. Just be careful before 8:30, but don't be surprised if after 8:30 we get a bunch of action because of this major news. Now, what was the news at 8:30? You may remember? retail sales for the second time in a row came in dramatically higher. So retail sales at 8:30, as we had talked about for about a half an hour, came out higher. We saw February's reading come in higher. Now March's reading comes in higher. So the retail sales tells me, at least personally, I think right away, okay, crude should go higher here now. Let's keep that in the back of our minds. Crude should go higher. Euro should go higher. Why should the euro, the Russell, and the crude, why should everything go higher there? Because of confidence. Confidence in the recovery. If consumers are buying at the malls, then they're buying crude. They're buying everything else. Okay? So, first clue, the news. What about the second clue? The second clue wasn't as cut and dry this morning as it usually is. Let's go back over to my dollar. Now, if you were with us last week, we killed it last week. What a great week we had last week.